and beyond. Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bliss,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Ghana Talks Radio, #1.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
You're welcome once again to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. Well, we had a bit of a challenge, but it's all fixed now. We are back on track. Mr. Enoch Ake. Yeah, so we were actually on you when we went off. Yeah, so I'm on you now.
Yes. So as I was saying, yesterday personally I was at NIB Kaukudi because Mr. Kofi Fusun Kansa, full soldier president, was detained there. We were there till the afternoon, where the lawyers came out telling us that Mr. Kofi Fusun Kansa has been denying bail and will be arraigned before court today. So I think the lawyers had a program at Kusi Sign, went there, said whatever was in there. Then later he was called back that he has been granted bail where he can now go home. What I'm saying is that the government is peddling on a path that is very dangerous. You see, for me, I do not like when people want to score political points with these things. Yesterday over there we heard a whole lot of rumors alleged that there was someone at Jubilee who was pushing this for his arrest to just score some political points.
Someone at Jubilee.
I don't know how true it is. I don't know how true it is.
But do you believe it?
Oh, it could be. This is politics. It could be.
But looking at what he said, he was not having fact to it. So
what did he say? He said on Sompa FM that he is aware of someone, he knows someone, a foreign scholarship, foreign scholarship. And you and I cannot, well, it may be true, it may not be true. You called him, he came personally voluntarily as the constitution demand, abiding citizen. He came there to answer. Now he's gone. Then we are being told that there is someone from higher authority forcing that a lesson kakra. You call him again and he told you that he is in Kumasi, his father is not well, he is seriously ill, so he cannot come back that day. Give him Wednesday. He said no, he has to report on, is it Tuesday or so? He comes, yes, I don't know whatever you were looking for, and you bring him back. We don't, his lawyers don't know his whereabouts. Or be a name baby or what? Looking for Ofio for soon cancer. The next day they come, they bring him to them. They say we cannot release him for you. We have to arrange him before court and a whole lot of things. Do you know things people have said in this country? Currently, NDC MP, Akrofom or what have you MP, sat live on TV and said he knows someone in his constituency who paid 30,000 or so for school placement. NDC MP. Has he been caught? Has he been detained? Do you know what Sami Jemfi has said in this country? To the extent of saying Dr. Baumia owned Haptel. Who called him to come and answer? Dr. Baumia is the chief architect of PDS. Corruption is jarring. One friend is on Bekasa. I always say President Akufo-Addo was very tolerant. We didn't know. If not this government, we didn't know that President Akufo-Addo was very tolerant. Do you know what these people have said in opposition? Now whistleblowers cannot blow whistle. Then you see, and I don't know who is advising them, but this is getting a bad record on their name. So Ghanaians do not like this thing. So Obia ye enfani edeneko. Obisa no 1 2. If evidence of the man is reliable, send the person to courtroom and let the person meet you there with his lawyers and answer. But always this Rambo style of acting. Yesterday at NIB, intimidation and all lot of things. They
are just doing their job.
Are we in a cool country? Coup d'etat.
But
this is a democratic. Oh yes, but this is a democratic country, and you see, I am scared of what will happen in the future, because whoever you are doing this to, so nothing to me. Could you imagine what that person want to do? And my pain is that these people have done worse, far worse than what we are seeing on some of market canal. Who did what to them? Today you say they use that word come and answer to torture people, to just worry people. I was just seeing that he has been hospitalized or so.
Hospitalized?
Nanka.
Why was he maltreated there?
Who knows what happened there? Assassin Radio reported it. Go and check. You see, this type of this is a democratic country. Banana Republic. If you continue doing this, people will lose trust in you. You have job to do. You cannot pay cocoa farmers. Then you want to be using state institutions to intimidate people. You cannot pay nurses. You cannot pay teachers. National service from November up to now, you've not been able to pay even a single month. You don't have interest in that, but you want to be using state institutions to intimidate people, to divert attention. He has been released now. Release the monies for cocoa farmers.
What this man actually said, there were no facts in it, and he was called to be.
Were you there? Do you know what he provided to them on his first day of account? He went there voluntarily. Nobody came to pick him up. Do you know what he sent there? So if you are not satisfied, where do you send him to? If he came personally on his own and he showed you ABC, you say, where do you send him to?
So you are saying that the previous administration, none of this happened?
Nobody is saying none of this happened, but we are saying that a lot of them have said, even now in their government, their own MPs have given you proof, has said that 30,000 Ghana cedis for school placement. Who has called the IMP to come and answer? Say, and Udi in Jamin from Kuyebi, we're in this same country. Or because he's an NDC MP. You see, it's okay. Let them continue.
So during your term also, nobody picked up Sammy Jemfi over some comments he made during the TV discussion as well. Because looking at what I have here, NDC Sammy Jemfi arrested after participating in TV discussion. The National Communications Officer of the National Democratic Congress, Sammy Jemfi, has allegedly been arrested by some plain-clothed security officers around Tesano. Eyewitnesses say he was making his way to his car after participating in a television discussion on Accra-based UTV on Monday, when 5 officers believed to be from the BNI ambushed him with an arrest warrant. And this happened 27. This news was brought out 27 January 2020.
So nobody is saying don't arrest or anything. No, it's so big boom, right? But you see, the process and manner.
But you mentioned that your tenure was more tolerant. That was what you said.
No, I'm saying that I didn't know President Akufo-Addo was more tolerant than what we are seeing today.
But your people were also picking up people for making some comments.
I'm not saying don't pick Ofosun Cancer. He came voluntarily. What I'm saying is that so because now say evidence now are providing any enough. Detaining the person or passing the person through that Rambo activities and stuff and with tools and that. Was he detained for how many days?
No, I'm talking about how he was picked up.
How
he was picked up.
No, I have no problem. You can do whatever you want to do to him. But I'm saying that keeping that person in a confinement when there is a courtroom where the person can go there and answer.
Right. Okay. Let me hear from Mr. Dubik. Mr. Dubik, what's your reaction to this?
Sometimes I don't know. I don't want to react to political communicators. You understand? I try not to react to them, because when I react to them, I'll give them contrary facts to what they said, and they will now tag me as an NDC person. That comes out. I'm saying this because of the comment he made when he sat here. When he sat down, he said that he wanted clarity whether he was communicating with an independent or social communicator or an NDC person. For that reason, I didn't want to rebut on anything he says today. But there are some inconsistencies in his analysis, which I need to say it. After that, he can tag me as whatever he wants. That is his business. Okay. You see, when you sit here and you scream on top of your lungs, saying that the arrest of Kofi Ofosun Cancer is Rambo style, is something that you've never seen before, it shouldn't happen. Hey, who the politics a chidabe? Who started a follow politics dabbing? Were you in this country when people were arrested in churches? Were you? In church, their pastor came out to plead with the police that, please, go, we will bring him ourselves. Victor Solomon died in a police custody, in a police cell. And he says, NDC, there's an NDC person said something and he has not been arrested or something.
Yeah, he mentioned something of the school placement.
Napo said that same school placement that he's saying. I'm just trying to use that same school placement to make an example for him. Napo said that there was a stampede at Independence Square some years ago. Napo was the educational minister at that time. Do you know what Napo came out to say? He said that Mahama bashed parent just to come there and cause that chaos that led to, I think, a loss of life or children collapsing or that. When Napo was pushed, he came out to admit that it was false and even apologized to Mahama. Why didn't they arrest him at that time, but arrested Sammy Jemfi for making those claims? Sammy Jemfi was arrested right after doing a radio program. Sammy Jemfi was slapped on
Tell us
activity
the
3.
substance of what he said.
Come on, when you were here, when you were talking, I was here. Restrain yourself. Restrain yourself. I accorded you with that respect. You do justice and accord me with that same respect. Sammy Jemfi was arrested on radio after radio program 2. I know that one boy, he's called Kwaku Afrik. When they were about to do the DDEP, because he was a banker and had inside information to issues that were going on at the bank, he came out and said that this thing will be bloody. Do you know what happened to him? They arrested him, put him in a van, drove him around Accra. That time there was nothing wrong because he wasn't your foot soldier president. You see, if it is bad, let's condemn it today and make examples of yesterday. Don't ignore the examples of yesterday and think because it is today, we should just brush yesterday aside and do the condemnation of what had happened today. You see, let me tell you something. Enoch, yet here now, who to me, Obama now, sorry, qua. Ebi to me, Mobi. By mind, you said that many to me, Mobi. And you cannot tell me, Sam and Pancho. What you say? So I am a bonnet. Who did you to me so yam a bonnet, ne? Huh? Now, we jam, cannot 2 minutes be demons, may you be. And young, I bet Sam and Pancho. So, per se, ye kaswa. What you do is that you apologize, admit the excesses in your administration and when you had power. Admit it. There are things that happen in this country. I just cited the example of Gregory Afoko. He was granted bail by a court. By a court. Court in the jail, Gregory Afoko. A man bail. So one court. Under your administration, the believers of rule of law, you people call yourself the believers of rule of law, court Obi bail. He was still detained until recently. Any jano. So what are you talking about? Say more time BNC. Akufo-Addo was receptive, lenient. Nanya Akufo-Addo time na Oliver Bakavoma wa echi omutumu. What do you call it? You don't call remand for 2 weeks now. What was their crime? Their crime was just to demonstrate. Akufo-Addo became prominent, got his prominence out of a demonstration. Kumi Preko. Who arrested Akufo-Addo for doing Kumi Preko? But today, you want us to believe because we have short memories. We cannot remember anything. So you want us to believe, say, under the Akufo-Addo presidency, nothing of this sort happened. When I was talking, I first told you that allegations can't always save you. Allegations, you're always using it is alleged, it can't always save you. If you are the first person making the allegation, you have to prove it. If the allegation is already in the air, that you can say hearsay, I heard it. But Kofi Ofosun Kansa made a categorical statement, say, Onimobia wakwakoto scholarship nibi. Onim, he knows. He didn't say Matthew, he said Minim Obia. Find the video and let your producers play it. Now Onimobi ni asibrabe yanwa. What's he saying? Yache unjuwaga. Sa saying huh? Say the na dabena eye mra. Say so police sheshawa da open na abeka police nso obeba. You have to negotiate. You see, what MPP is making law in this country is not law. You negotiate with the police. Huh? Time are convenient for the both parties.
Both parties.
And I'm agree to come. Not the time that is convenient to you. You get it? That is not done anywhere. It is not done anywhere. So police if rewa, o catch so oh. Sabria wa frame me de minua. Meet me about 4. O say oh there be ye here say here. You go. What you say bra 4 na be call 4. One tia say oh quarter na ofre wo no. So where is this? Where from this argument say ya frɛ wo enisi ebechiw? Where is that coming from? na ne nka ye the police here den ene nka ye police ni free ho ah na court no nko anyina ho so si ehia wa na nka court atwere kata abro na wa atwere kata koma court no say that say me hia me ba. The police have the right to arrest you anytime, anywhere, regardless of whatever you're doing. They can give you time to finish with whatever you're doing, but that is discretionary. It is not law. Say tinchina ya buy here inti mra say da open a obra. It might be unfortunate if there's nothing in the issues. If they had made investigations and on who said and same like it wasn't something they should arrest him for there, I would say it is unfortunate and sorry to him for whatever he went through. Right. But we cannot gloss over the issues and say oh ni kwan so mo I didn't know no I'm the Rambo star na me police ni no eba of ya ba but on finance asa na mra oni me wo fie ho.
Right.
The arm the police hold is not for you, it is for their own protection. The arm the police hold is not for anybody, it is for their own protection. Say be obi eni boni. So we have to understand these issues and take political emotions out of it. Asem na ba mo hwe bebi asem na da no. Ne de ye Kofi Mensah nra no say nya ka se ne nra de ye Kofi Mensah na nye o. Enti ye ntimi nto aso ne abra ye de ye Kwadwo Poku. What you say? Ba betena na opia Kofi Mensah de na to nchen. Te so on de no onye nipa, Kwadwo Poku nkwa na nipa. Unya any independent person and if you want independent people who are in this country, Sankoma is one of them, Kofi Bentil is one of them, Professor Zato is one of them. We are independent speakers in this upebia mama obi.
Thank you so much, Mr. The Big. I think at this juncture we are just going to dive into.
I just checked the story of Sammy Jemfi.
Of Sammy Jemfi.
Didn't even read the whole details.
And what did they say? What did you find out there?
He didn't even spend 4 hours there. Do you know his offense?
Well,
forgery document, forging
and publication of
Thank
false
you.
information.
How severe to forge a document? 4 hours. I know free Hobson Konifie. You send someone and his lawyers do not even know his whereabouts. We are speaking about it. You said what? We should not speak about it. Continue.
Right. Thank you, gentlemen. At this juncture, we'll dive into our topic for discussion this morning. So today we turn our attention to Ghana's cocoa sector, one of the backbone of our economy and the livelihoods of millions of farmers. For weeks now, cocoa farmers across the country have been raising concerns about delayed payments, financial hardship, and uncertainty about the future of the industry. This is not just a farmer's issue. It's actually a national economic issue. So this morning, that is what we are going to look at: who is supposed to be held responsible, who caused it, and why are we where we are today. Mr. Enoch.
You didn't go to independent.
I'm on you.
Okay.
How did we get here, and who is supposed to take responsibility for the crisis?
Who is supposed to take responsibility? My government is not in power.
So first off, how did we get here?
How did we get here? So before that, I think we'll have to let the loudmouth people, CSOs, journalists, what have you, who believe they are the best people in this country to know, to take a cue from what is happening to Mr. Randiabe. You see, Mr. Randiabe, on his Good Morning Ghana, he said all sort of words. Useless government. President Akufo-Addo and his government, they are useless. What have you? If not today, we wouldn't have known that Mr. Randiabe was clueless. He had no knowledge about anything. He was just throwing tantrums wherever and whatever and anytime he wanted.
Right, so
today we've given him power.
Right, how was the cocoa situation under your tenure?
We're cocoa farmers. You see that argument, I don't want us to even go there.
Why?
Were cocoa farmers crying then? Were we not paying them? Whatever the situation was, we were paying cocoa farmers.
But you still left a debt.
I didn't want in Yaka. When you come as a government, don't you inherit liabilities and how do you call it? Assets. You asset in the OGA or you like it, but you don't like liabilities. Which government doesn't leave you asset and liabilities? And you see, it is a shame to the NDC government. Cocoa that has anchored the economy, that they should be the last people to cry in this country. And I see some argument from some people. And a MPP for na gada MPP for, and I almost say into your cocoa for. Let's admit, let's assume without admitting, say a MPP for. Are they not so Ghanaians? No, I'm saying, are they not Ghanaians? And we still have some low level-headed individuals in this country who think that it is just some settings and the cocoa farmers are okay. And you see some post somewhere, then I ask myself, Opa, they should enter the villages where they are doing cocoa and go and tell them that you are lying. Nobody is owing you anything. No more first in history in Ghana, from time I yet say Ghana, when the first time in history cocoa farmers have not enjoyed Christmas. From November, ask yourself, how are they paying school fees of their children, healthcare, personal needs? How are they doing that from November? Yesterday I was speaking to a co. I say essay near company go on essay. Only the company wa beto near what so ontimin to ya. And we have people who want to justify this. And who see you now when you go unya microphone you want to shift blame. My friend Randy Abbey, whatever the situation was, MPP was, we were paying cocoa farmers. They were not complaining.
But what did Randy Abbey say?
Oh, won't he? I don't want to even listen. And I janaka, and I say, when I bet na be more yen janaka, when I bet na be more yen jana asset. It is a shame to him, and the others watching should take a cue from this. Who, when they've not tasted power before, when they are sitting back, they think they are all knowledgeable, they know everything in this country. Me say, Kenya Randia be obey you coming na me say, papi you are being, because the way he will justify, the way he will backlash MPP on Good Morning Ghana, call it to the extent of calling a government useless. Today, who is the useless? You cannot pay cocoa farmers. It is a shame to the NDC government that cocoa farmers who anchor your government, Hesika cocoa are the more my way. They should be the last people to cry. Today, cocoa farmers have now joined the teachers and nurses. You cannot pay them. They've now joined the national service people. Continuing, tomorrow we hear another one. Now, to the extent that you have to put pressure on government to call cabinet meeting. Another no munim. So if not the likes of Dennis Miracle and the rest who had gone to the hinterland and brought out videos of what is happening there, they wouldn't have called for cabinet meeting. Randy Abbey would still have sat in his chair comfortably. Someone who doesn't know the difference between guava tree and cocoa tree. How do you send such a person to become a CEO of Cocoa Board? NDC na iPhone any penny when be here.
Right.
But you see, it should send them a warning. Ghanaians are angry. Let me tell you. The cocoa farmers are angry.
The farmers are angry.
Yes, because how on earth Obia Okra Obuawo economy, you send them to hunger from November. We are in February. NDC should do better. They should do better.
Right, Mr. Dubi.
Yes, madam.
Well, what exactly is happening in the cocoa sector?
Okay. Let me just clear some misconceptions around his submissions.
Say what you want to say. Don't justify my point. And say what you know. I have said my own. But you don't say what I have said. I'm saying that men can hear me.
When you were talking,
men are making a point.
Here.
You don't say you are saying misconception. No. Also, so say what you know about the cocoa sector. I have said my own. So you can put the argument that I am saying what I know is happening in the cocoa sector without coming to claim misconception. I have not sent you to claim misconception from what I've said. I have said what I know. So you can clearly also say what you know. Finito.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay, let me clear some misconception
Please, he cannot claim misconception.
Please.
What I have said.
I beg you.
Tell him to say what he knows. He cannot claim misconception.
I'll clear the misconceptions he just said. You see, when you come to the studio to talk, just the way you are accusing Randy Abbey of being a braggart, talking anyhow, and now power has exposed him. You are asking us to vote for somebody even more worse than Randy Abbey, Dr. Baumia. What did he say? If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. When he became the head of the economic management team, what did the exchange rate do to him? What did the exchange rate do to him? Tell me. The exchange rate exposed him. So if there are issues, which I admit there are issues, you want to deal with and stop attacking personalities. You get it? Before Randy Abbey became the Cocoa Board CEO, he had built a life.
Yeah.
A life you are in the process building. You will get there one day. When you do get there, the same things you are talking about, saying about Randy Abbey today, will be said about you, and you will not like it. Now let's go into the cocoa issue, the cocoa board matters. Let me take my phone so that I don't misgive you quotes, because I took my time to prepare these figures. I'm coming, just a second.
Okay, please.
Look, let me say this. I have interest in cocoa. I'm a son of a cocoa farmer. My mother is still a cocoa farmer. And this morning, I spoke to my mother extensively about these matters. I asked her, has she been paid since the opening of the cocoa season? And the answer my mother gave me was yes. I asked her, how many times has she sold her cocoa this year? She said,
just this year?
No, I'm talking about the cocoa season.
So the cocoa season starts from what time?
It starts from September.
From September?
Yes, they will close it. They will close the main crop around by the end of this month and reopen for the light crop somewhere in May, and close the light crop in July, and reopen for main crop in September. So I'm talking about, if I say this year, I mean the cocoa season year.
Cocoa season year. Okay. Which starts from September.
Yes. Right. So from September up to now, my mother has sold cocoa to the licensed cocoa buyers 9 times. 9.
Wow.
Out of the 9 times, the only time her payment delayed was some few kilos she sold, I think, last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not saying there are no issues in the cocoa sector. Get me clearly.
I get it.
Some people are in arrears. Some cocoa sold are in arrears, but others have been paid.
Okay.
Depending on which licensed cocoa buyer you're selling your cocoa to. There are some cocoa buyers who can pre-finance. They can pay for the cocoa they are buying.
Right.
Send it to government, and then the government reimburse them.
Okay.
So if the company you're selling your cocoa to doesn't have that financial muscle to pull that off, that is when you don't get paid for the cocoa you've sold.
Okay.
That's established. You see, until 1992, cocoa bills, cocoa purchases, the money that we used to purchase cocoa was done on the books of government of Ghana. They realized that that wasn't sustainable. So let's go the cocoa syndicating way, which they will go and syndicate a loan. We went through this process up until 2023. But within that time, the books of Cocoa Board was strong enough to the extent that sometimes when they go out to look for the loans, they oversubscribe it.
Oh, okay.
In 2016, Cocoa Board had a positive liability of 1.6 to 1.8 billion. 2016.
Ghana cedis.
Yes. That aside, In 2022, when government of Ghana, I'm telling you the genesis of the problem,
Right.
which some people are refusing to acknowledge
To talk about.
or even deciding not to see at all. In 2022, when the government of Ghana decided to do the DDEP, Cocoa Board also did a DDEP of their own. You get it? Because they had issued cocoa bill bonds some years prior, which was supposed to mature in 2022. They went to the bondholders of that cocoa bills and told them that yen ni sika ede betua moka yen timi ntua moka sesia enti sika no mom pushing ko 1st of September 2025. Write that down.
September 2025.
Yes. My guy, I beg you, with all due respect, I really beg you, don't overpush this thing, please. Okay?
Alright. Let's be calm.
Just leave it there.
Let's proceed, please.
I won't tell you this again. Write that down.
Right.
And when that was done, they didn't make allocation. They didn't set any money aside to take care of these people in 2025.
In 2025.
We took cocoa syndicated loan to buy the 23-24 crop season. Out of that, we couldn't supply close to 400,000 tons of cocoa. At that time, a ton of cocoa was sold at I think $2,600. $600. Multiply that by 333,767.
$2,600.
No, $2,600 by 333,767.
I'm coming. $2,600
by
dollars.
333. Multiply that by 333,767.
333
767.
767.
Yes. How much do you get?
87.
867 million 796 94,200.
Yes, yes.
That is how much we owed the loan, because we took the loan to supply cocoa beans, and we defaulted in supplying 333,000 tons of cocoa. So that is how much we owed. We took that money. We couldn't provide the cocoa. We didn't refund the money. We used it.
For what?
Ask him. We used that money, not for the purchase of cocoa. So when the new crop season came the following year, cocoa prices on the world market had risen from $2,600 per ton to 12,000, 11,000, then settled at 9,000. So average of these things will give you like $10,000 per ton.
Per ton.
So now what the cat you owe, you have to use that cocoa that you would have sold for $10,000 to go and service the one you bought, you took for $2,600. What about saying? What about $7,400 on a ton of cocoa? A car banana. Fast forward. Any did mua any be today, cocoa on a world market is being sold at $4,300. Use the current exchange rate and tell me how much you get.
to cities.
Yes.
4,000.
4,300.
4,300.
Yes. By 10.
By 10.
Or let me be magnanimous. Use 11.
By 11.
How much did you get?
47,300.
Now divide it by 16 because a bag of cocoa, 16 bags of cocoa makes 1 ton. Divide that by 16.
That is 2956.25.
Okay, that is the bag per the world market of cocoa. Ghana is buying its cocoa at 3,600.
3,600.
So how much is the farmer getting on top of that? Subtract this amount from 3,600 and tell me how much the government is subsidizing the prices of cocoa with.
Minus
Minus 3,600.
3,600. That's negative 600.
It is 600. You should have brought the 3,600 and then, but it's fine.
So that's 600.
600
and 43.75.
So that is how much the government is now topping up the current cocoa prices on the world market to pay the farmer. When you na inoxi ohunye onim adanya randia be na bontin into akuafoka. All the neighboring countries that produce cocoa has reduced their cocoa prices. Check on the internet.
On the global market.
Yes, because na adia na etono 10,000 no. See a barb is a no here so the projections for how much they will pay their farmers. Right? And as I say, a bonus wati abafo.
Right. But who determines the global market for the cocoa industry?
Who do you sell the cocoa to?
You sell it to other countries or those that...
The global trade is determined by the prices on the global trade is determined by the buyers.
By the buyers.
Factors can determine how the price go, whether up or down.
Whether up or down.
So if there's high yield of cocoa, the prices will come down, right?
Come down, yeah,
if there's scarcity of cocoa, the prices will go up. So these things are the determinant factors of how the cocoa prices are made on the world market. And based on that, any the be some projections here yama cocoa body to cocoa. So I agree, I understand, I sympathize with all cocoa farmers who haven't been paid. That we've heard them. Their plight is being heard. But there are underlying issues we cannot just ignore as if they don't exist. And when we talk, they will say, my party is not in government. You took reins of power to make the people's lives better. Na lie. So if you, after your reign, the situation is worse than you took, then what was the point in you even saying that we should vote for you? Based on what? Do you have the moral right to even talk about? And assume as year. Does it take 1 year to collapse a company like Cocoa Board? I'm asking you. Cocoa Board is 79 years old.
Yeah, it will be 80 years. Is it this year or something?
Does it take 1 year to collapse a company that is 79 old? Nestle, Unilever, or who bet me the 1 year?
No, it starts from somewhere.
So the decisions you took 2, 3, 4 years ago is now having impact on the institution. You can't we also want to say only NDC ni na aba adwuma. Me kan okra na kyerɛw. Say no tu fi say me tie na me adwom mama. That is up to you. I'll not communicate the way anybody wants me to communicate. I'll not say anything to please anyone because one, I don't get data from anybody to do my research. 2, I don't go to any politician to ask for TNT to go anywhere. I come here out of my own pocket. I talk the way I want, and nobody can send me note on how to communicate. I'm not on any government platform, and I will never be.
Right.
3, I don't intend to go into mainstream politics. So nobody can use what I say here against me one day if I want to contest on any political party's ticket. So I will say what I want, how I want it, and whenever I want it, I will say it. If that makes me an NDC person, NDC people no one nipa.
Right. I'm saying no. In all of this, what is your reaction?
My reaction.
Yes.
Oh, I think long to this movie. I was not part of the NDC when they promised to pay cocoa farmers 6,500. They didn't know all of this, and they went to the cocoa farmer and told the cocoa farmer, President Akufo-Addo is wicked. Someone who has moved cocoa per bag from 475 or so to 3,000, and what have you? You told the farmer that near one must pay 4 million, I got 30 million. No, oh, you wicked. Now, Oberman 6,500. Did I write it for Ato Forsen? Did I write it for the current agric minister? They didn't know the situation, and they went about promising. He said something that the price is dropping. Advise Randy Abbey, because the more he keeps on talking, the buyers will reduce the price. Right. Now he says that he has beans, cocoa, a guacham. They are not getting buyers, and farmers are agitated. So if I'm a buyer, who is coming to buy?
Right.
What will I do? I also demand that reduce the price. So they should advise Randy Abbey that the more he speaks, the more those who come and buy it with their money will also sit and bring the price. And you know, Ghana is one of the world leading people when it comes to cocoa. So your talk as the CEO of the cocoa industry in Ghana makes impact. So it will be better for him to keep quiet, and you cannot even pay them the 6,500 you promised. Niye na na Akufo-Addo so 2 more no so no untimi mfa no so more, and you want to justify this. Right. Even a layman akwala ya won enne empo will not understand what you are saying, because someone raised it from 475 to 3,100 for them, and you cannot even pay that 6,500 now share abono for the Akufo-Addo pay the muma and so mana untimi ntua, and you want to justify this. And you are doing maths and calculation and all statistics over here. You think that is what the cocoa farmer needs? And I like one comment. Or see, we do not need whatever you are saying, the assurances. We need our money. You've bought it. Come and give us our money. That is what they want. Right. That is what the cocoa farmer wants.
So what's immediate steps do you think the government and cocoa board can take to pay the farmers now?
Immediate steps. I have no immediate steps for them. They should pay the farmers. Which immediate steps should we give to them?
But if you are complaining and you are talking a lot, then I believe you should have something better you can suggest.
You know the person is clueless, has no knowledge, and you sent him there. Obi ohe football so. Also go he cocoa. Onim dey bi oho. Onim difference between guava tree and cocoa tree. Right. I should advise him. But take him off and bring the one who is competent. It is as simple as that.
But do you think it is the cocoa sector that has failed, or is the personality there that has failed?
Someone was there and was paying. You yourself have said that it is Omukonya 80 years. Nature the people have been there and they've delivered. Nipa Bakwaba no deliver. You want to shift the blame on MPP. We are not in campaign season. Ghanaians are fed up. Omati MPP. We be a fancy MPP. Ghanaians are tired. Pay them their money. That is what they want. What justification can pay them? Whatever he said here, can he pay them the money? Mass now in a year, 80,000. Can he pay them their money? The people want results. Tell them that your money is in. That is why President Mama has called for cabinet. He is going to find ways to pay them. Yeah, you think the justification, what have you, is going to solve the problem?
Today will be
go to the cocoa farm with the mass you did. Kohonum, cocoa farmers, no more farmers, no corner, say, young for bomb, sinechi mana. Omubufu funo se mass, o se calculation, o se go there and tell them President Akufo-Addo ana abo ma bro ani edu cocoa CEO ye friend say kwara boy ana fail, and you see what the farmers will do to someone who push from 475 to 3,000. O se ono no odi o ma bro. Your 6,000 a day on your way. Hey God help us, we are in this country.
Mr. Dubik.
Yes, madam.
What would you suggest the government do to?
Let me rebut first.
Very about you.
You see, you cannot leave contest in argument. Contest is very important in argument every argument that you make. If you don't put contest to it, you just be shouting. The contest at which Atoforsen said, say, Yentria Cocoa 6,000 no, na ye ding. What was the contest? The contest behind that statement was that a ton of cocoa was sold at $11,000 using the exchange rate at that time, which was 14 cedis. It was going to give you 154,000 cedis per ton. Divide that by 16. You get 9,625 per bag. Out of that, you are paying the farmer 3,001. And no, at first and here your catcher will say money 6,000. Out of that, you were paying the farmer 3,100, and you were keeping close to 6,000 cedis to central government. Based on that, and at first and can say money 6,000 Ghana cedis. And me no hear calculation also in here. Me no hear who say a buying put a boka close to 600 cedis on cocoa no autumn. But we now unyam paso close to 6,000 cedis. One minute kuya no say 6,000, imagine 9,000 per bag. Into me ma cocoa kuya nino a friend saying 6,000 cedis. And no be akwaje 2,600. Ma kuya nino 3,600. What's he saying? What's he saying? Ni pana nyene akuya for. And I know that he's not going to listen to any advice that I give him. I know he won't. But to say Randiabe is a football administrator, then you've not even researched about Randiabe. Yes, his name is Dr. Randiabe. His name is Dr. Randiabe, and he didn't get his doctorate degree through football. Yeah. Ignorance. And one thing about him is I watch his I won't lie. I watch him on TikTok. I watch him and I like the way he argue. But sometimes on my arrogance of the things that he's saying make him forget the fact that he can be peddling falsehood.
Advice. Say what you want to say. Your advice won't do anything to me. We are on set. Please. Don't be too sentimental and emotional. Say what you want to say. My personality or whatever I do. I'm not sure you added my name to the question you asked him.
That's enough.
Yeah, but he cannot speak about me.
That's fine.
It's your advice. He cannot speak about me.
Please calm down, gentlemen.
I'm calm. I'm very calm.
But don't speak about me. Yeah.
What do you say about Enoch?
When you were talking, whether I like it or not, whether I agree with you or not, I didn't interject for once.
No, but you cannot bring my personality. That is me. You are talking about. For that one, you know I do not like interjection. You know that.
It's fine. It's fine.
But
it looks like now you are interjecting.
No, but he's speaking about.
But when it's your time to talk, I think you can address that. Please.
No, but no. Me manem compo because odimidi my personality about my TikTok.
It's okay.
Then he cannot.
No,
okay.
When he started his argument,
he cannot speak about.
What did he start with? He started by talking about me if I'm what?
An independent.
No, I wanted to clarify. I'm not talking about you.
No, you can talk
I
about me.
I did not talk about you.
It's okay. Gentlemen.
I asked the host.
That's enough.
No, you can talk about me, but I cannot talk about you.
I talked about you.
It's okay.
Relax,
It's okay.
relax.
I talked about you.
Enoch, don't do this with me. Please.
It's okay. That's enough.
Don't do this.
So
with me.
don't bring my personality.
It's okay.
You can
So
address
if you
your
want to
own
talk,
problem.
Enoch, it's okay.
So
if you
it's
want
becoming arrogant and what have you. Hey,
please, let's proceed. Our time is
I will not allow that.
That's fine. Thank you. Sorry about that, please.
You see, when we come here to talk every day, we must do it and accord respect to the person sitting next to us. You cannot just come here and start a conversation by trying to make insinuations of who I'm representing. And when the time comes for me to give you the same dose you gave me, you get angry and saying I shouldn't mention your personality. Who are you, Enoch? Who are you? I want you to tell me who you are that you think we cannot talk about you.
No, you cannot talk about me.
Mr. Dubik, it's fine. Can we proceed with the discussion, please?
We are on air, so I will try in as much as possible not to be provoked. So I will talk about the issues. But what I was saying is that Randiabe is not just a football administrator. When Zoom Lion, the Ignite Media, took over Metro TV, he became the managing director of Metro TV. Look at where Metro TV was and where Metro TV is now. Do you think that such a person is dumb? Can you say that person doesn't know anything about business management? Doesn't know anything about administration? And he's just a football PRO? I said it. He is a PhD holder. And the PhD isn't in football administration. If in case you don't know, read. You can say whatever you want about his management style, but don't impugn certain motives on him by making claims that he's just a football administrator. He doesn't know the difference between guava and cocoa tree. Where is your cocoa farm? Show me. You are just like him. You are just somehow come for Randiabi. You are just like Randiabi. Uni cocoa fu. Enti wo enne nyame ya wadom na Baumia be president. No yo CEO of Cocoa Border. Do I have the right to say because uni cocoa fu nti you don't know how it feels to manage an institution? One more year omo MP ne go ne tall bosses no. Wo mu hwan na ton petrol. Wo mu hwan na petrol sellers. You don't argue like that. If you come here, I stated the fact and even went ahead to go through calculations with you. The right thing you could have done is tell me that issues now raising and you're not correct. No cray woman. But when you go and impugn people's integrity, I always say this. I have never been a fan of Akufo-Addo's style of governance. I have never been a fan of it. But I have never in my life insulted, disrespected Akufo-Addo on any platform, disrespected his person on any platform. Do you know why I don't do that? Because before he became president, he had a life. A life I'll be proud to have. So if there are issues surrounding Akufo-Addo's style of government, I'll criticize the style and not his person. Cocoa Board has challenges, yes. But the analysis I have made so far tells you that the challenges didn't start from Randiabe's tenure. Randiabe inherited the challenges and he cannot use 1 year to solve that challenges. At a point, you had over 150,000 jute sacks bills sitting down there. Yes, still you went and issued contract and irrevocable LCs to institutions for 45 million to procure more jute sacks. 80,000 bills to be precise. Near Wopot on Kwana Muntimin Clay, 150,000 bills. ɛna mo san gye ebi gum enti ɛno no na mo fi sɛ hwan sika na de bɛkɔ akotua nya akuafo sika na de bɛkɔ akotua ɛna wɔte ha wɔse wonti bi da wonti ni kura sɛ ɛbɔ no so see ɛna me di kan kan no context is very important in any argument that you make. If you go out of the context, you'll be making a mistake and making mockery of yourself. When Atoforsen said the 6,000, I have laid the context for you and even gone ahead to do calculations with you to see that he was right. If the international market was buying a bag of cocoa for 9,600, then it was right for anybody to say that, then give the farmer close to 60 and 70% to the cocoa that you were selling. So let's come together. Put politics aside. Put an away into your mocha. Let's deal with the issues that is affecting cocoa board. Syndicated loans ain't the way to go. We are saying we should do value addition, but ye just 70% of cocoa never produce, Sika near ton 70% na mom. What you say? So the 70% is not processed or processed in this country. It goes out there. But we are saying that let's do value addition. How do we do value addition with this kind of system? That's why when I started this conversation, I laid the premise of syndicated loans from 1992.
From 1992, but we are out of the syndicated loans now.
You see, we actually this even payment style will not work. You know why it's working now? Because we owe the buyers cocoa that we have not supplied. And they say they are back into they are giving us 60% of the monies that we want, so that we buy the cocoa to offset what we couldn't supply in 2023. So after they've recouped all the cocoa beans that we failed to supply them, do you think they will still give us the 60% to come and buy the cocoa? They won't, because they won't have motivation. The motivation for them to do that now is that they recoup whatever they had with us. So once that is recouped, there's no way they are going to continue to do it. So the government in power should come up with a sustainable plan that can help deal with these cocoa challenges, because some of us lived on cocoa. We grew up with cocoa. Cocoa paid our school fees. Cocoa even provided scholarship for others. They had cocoa scholarships. People benefited. If cocoa board is being run this way, or is like this, do you think that the next generation will benefit from cocoa scholarship? No. So I think that we need to calm down, and I like what the new Mahama administration had done by immediately convening what do you call it?
Yeah,
an emergency cabinet meeting, proposing solutions, and then today we hope that
we'll hear from
what the finance minister will come out to say will be favorable to the cocoa farmers.
Right. Thank you so much. I think we'll talk briefly about our next topic, then we'll call it a wrap. This is actually on Ghana's democracy. Is Ghana's democracy truly for the people, or it has become a playground for the rich and well-connected? So this issue actually stemmed from the NDC parliamentary primary in Ayawaso East, where allegations of vote buying involving a key candidate has shook media confidence in internal party elections. Some observers say what happened there reflects a deeper problem, that money, not ideas, may be shaping political outcome in our country. Mr. Enoch, do you mind telling us what exactly happened if you have any
I have no
insight?
interest in that topic or election.
So you don't want to talk about it?
No.
You seriously don't want to talk about it?
No.
You don't care about democracy being induced with money?
No, it is their party. Let them do whatever they want. It is them who have gotten their money 1 year. They want to spend it recklessly.
So you are not affected? The NPP didn't involve in money inducements during their primaries on 31st.
I have no knowledge about that.
You have no knowledge about that. You didn't see it. That Bawumia shared 400 cedis.
I'm saying I have no
we
knowledge
saw
about
delegates saying it too.
You can, maybe you have that data. I have no knowledge.
So what can you say about the inducement of money to, you know, force people to vote for a candidate instead of selling ideas?
I've made a lot of points and I have no interest in this.
You have no interest in this, so you don't want to talk about it. Mr. Big.
Yes, madam.
What about you?
I have a lot of interest.
Okay, so talk to me.
You see, we are building a country that at a point, people who can actually do the job wouldn't get the opportunity to do the job. It will be people who can afford to buy the job. You understand? Okay? I'll do some simple comparison. See, when Mahama was elected flag bearer, he paid 40 cedis per delegate. He paid 40 cedis per delegate as TNT
as
because they organized their delegate their elections in what do you call it, in constituency capitals. So he paid 40 cedis per delegate. You can check the commentary NPP gave on that issue. The commentary. Some even suggested that they invite him to OSP. Fast forward. I won't even talk about the 2023 one. I'll talk about the recent one.
Which is
the primaries, the 31st December, the 31st January on.
Okay.
People were sharing 700 cedis per delegate. Others were sharing 500. Others gave 400 per delegate. Fast forward to Baba Jamal's own. You see, we should have laws that deals with these things.
But we don't have them.
Do we?
So
didn't you hear the NDC saying that in their constitution they don't have anything that deals with vote buying?
Yeah, with vote buying.
Why don't they have it?
Exactly. Didn't
they anticipate it? If they anticipated it, is it because it benefits them? Because people like Asiedun Ketia and the rest didn't have money when they entered politics. They were not rich people when they entered politics. But they entered politics and became successful in politics because it was contest of ideas. You tell me your idea, I tell you my idea. The people will now buy into whose idea is better.
It's best for them.
But now it's moving away from contest of ideas. It is becoming contest of who has the deeper pocket. The MPP campaign, their primaries. All I could hear, all I heard was mina mi yiskaye we, and I mean turn Navara pickups, and I mean me to say, and I mean me say, party here scam and cover buy and ultimo mommy opportunity. And yes, or more opportunity say, or any superior and policies be audible. But or pay 2 million because on the timi yisika kese boa party no into a do no so say ye man 2 million bini. Okay? So ya nhwe ye ni ensi sa de no anokwan a. Ghana benya president bi ti say Tinubu. Tinubu.
Who is that?
Nigerian president. Because they called him Jagaban. He was the guy behind politicians. He was sponsoring the Buharis and the presidents that came out of his party. So after Buhari, he said he had sponsored them enough. It is his time. And nobody could say anything. Because it was what it is. What is it? So he became president, and look at what is happening in Nigeria. Their currency is as weak as Kontomria DSC Jaso. You get it? So these things are things that both political parties are culpable of. And your political party back up and this year MPP. Sabi yen here for ne wo ha na yen nya sika nkwoche 700 cities ne and what thousand near the uncle to TV in command delegates. No, Yanni was a catcher almost says, I don't know more, you know, who see a who can say that if I see a preview, intimate because
but the delegates are also enjoying
it. Shouldn't be about enjoying, it should be about the right things. And Robert Kobokrono and Bush for enjoy. And Robert or Kobokrono, Nabush for some enjoy. But it is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. So that's all I have to say about this thing. They have to put measures in place to deal with these issues.
Right. But the delegates also say that when you vote for these people and they get there, they forget about them. They don't do anything to support those down there or even the communities. That is why when they also come with the money, they also take it because that's how they can also get their piece of cake.
Okay, so Sikana Moje, no problems in Asa. 700 cities ne TV no moje no problem in asa has that been able to solve their problems omo kura asa kwan yan no ayeyi ensuo eni omo kura ayeyi galamsey ajai these are the reasons why we vote. This is the reason why I'll ever go join a queue to vote, because I know that a day what I spend is more than what the politician is going to give me. You understand? Me sorry and there, what I'll spend will be more than what the politician will give me. So I'll vote to make sure that even though the politician is not giving me money to put in my pocket, I'll have jobs, I have access to good schools, I have access to good roads, I'll have access to good hospitals. That's why I'll vote. So that argument is not tenable.
It's not tenable. Right. So from henceforth, what can we do? Should we treat the primaries as the way we treat the general elections?
You see, they should expand their party bases. Card-bearing members should have the opportunity to vote. Send your card-bearing members 4 million. Ubenya 700 cities are more bia. Unya 700 cities more bia. What's OSB frel. Now bet you will be on your scanner. Ubenya a 32 inch TV amobia. Unya. So it will reduce vote buying.
So if you don't have the card, you don't vote.
You don't vote. Okoto general elections. Why the Oscar? Obi Oscar. So that's how it is. In this MPAN say MP before a 4 million, NDC for a 4 million, and no more contested primaries. Why the Benya Sika Aquaco Trio Muninaka? NDC started it. NDC started allowing their registered members to vote. But one must say people infiltrated it. And they could have, instead of making it better, they cancelled it because they had challenges. I always say this: policy be anywhere or best starting the implementation now. Unya challenges so. It is you rising up to the occasion and fine tuning it. And a man who say ampa policy na ye. You get it? So when the NDC started, they should have continued. They've gone through 2 electoral cycles without that. 2 electoral cycles. Come they are tuning nema amana ye. So that is what they have to do going forward. What also we NDC near NDC party card no. Na kwaje kona ko D line na to abama nipa o person or represent as UPC and I say or presidential candidate. Go and get that done. Once that is done, nobody can buy vote in this country. And I just walk on 1 city. So I'm here 4 million now. So NDC for any MP will be a 4 million. Now person who trace card just walk on 1 city and some matter. And no cry 4 million Ghana cedis.
And also be woman.
Aye, and no one upon 1 city 4 million Ghana cedis.
4 million Ghana cedis. Ubenya ma mon kwa dia. Ko neko yenya was away. Right. Mr. The Big, thank you so much. Enoch, your last words before we leave. And then Zonka. So Zonka, sir.
Oh, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the opportunity. After saying you won't talk to us. Right. Let's read some comments on YouTube. This is from Kojo. I tune in whenever this man speaks. Composed and fact. Enoch need to respect others. Right. Mr. The Big. Yes, your last. Okay, we have some comments on Facebook as well. Let me read that quickly. This is from Emmanuel Chambers. Great submission, Mr. Enoch. It's a big disgrace to the NDC government for not paying attention to the cocoa farmers. Chambers again, on a more serious note, farmers are really suffering. CEO of Cocoa Board should resign because he is incompetent. He shouldn't pull NPP government into this issue at all. And this is from Chambers again. Oh no, I don't want to read this one.
Tell him to bring my fugu.
No, I don't want to read the last comment he set in there.
Read it.
No.
Tell Chambers to bring my fugu. That's the most important thing. If he's watching.
Look, this guy is not independent guy at all. I met him twice and he always speaks for NDC, but projecting himself as independent.
Tell him the most important thing is my fugu.
Charlie, we are not children, no. Address him as NDC communicator because mutual people don't speak like the way he does.
Tell him I'm learning from what do you call it?
Bento.
Kofi Bento and then Professor Zatu.
Right, your last words, Mr. Dubik.
All right, I think that in as much as it gets heated here sometimes, we don't hate each other. It gets heated sometimes, but it's an emotional thing. Once we are arguing based on emotions, it will get heated. But the listeners shouldn't misconstrue that to mean that we hate each other. We don't hate each other.
I am on Tomobokaka. Calm down, gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us on the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. We call it a wrap. Thank you for the comments. Thank you to our online audience for joining in. We meet same time tomorrow. Do have a lovely day.